Thank you to AG1 for sponsoring today's video. Zach, this is not your farm. Nope, no it isn't, not at all. But that's my buddy Sam, and that's the all-new John Deere strip till rig. Now we are at a different farmer's place right now, about an hour south of where we farm, so I want to thank him for letting us come out here. But this is a demo rig that Sam has been bringing around and showing people how it works. And I like the looks of it so far, but we'll hopefully get to talk to the farmer, see what he thinks of it, and then actually we're going to take this thing out into the field and watch it go. That thing looks meaty, like just big, thick. It's a thick strip tiller. It's a lot windier out here than it was in the yard. You guys have heard me talk about AG1 before. Right now, especially during the holiday season, it's difficult to keep up with all the madness and maintain your health and your goals. The good news is that AG1 can help you maintain both your mental and your physical health right now during all the madness by really laying the groundwork for you. This stuff helps provide whole body foundational nutrition. I love the way that it makes me feel. I normally take it in the mornings or just maybe mid-morning, mid-afternoon, whenever. That's the other good part about it, is you just put a scoop in, mix it with a little bit of water, give it a quick shake, and you're good to go. It really is an effortless daily habit that can help you to support your immune system. It helps with your gut health, it helps with your focus, your energy, and it tastes good. And because it's so easy and such an effortless habit, you can stay consistent with it. So instead of reaching for those delicious sugary drinks during the holidays, you can just reach for some AG1. Right now, you can save $20 yourself when you subscribe. All you have to do is go to drinkag1.com/millennialfarmer. They are also going to be giving my community, you guys, a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 and K2 plus 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Thank you again to AG1 for sponsoring today's video. I do not yet know how wide this machine is. I'll ask Sam. I'm guessing 30?
I don't think I'd ever touched that one.
All right, Sam. I'm here with what used to be the artist. Hold on, I'm going to start that over.
I used to be the artist, formerly known as the guy that did the tillage, Sam.
There, now I don't have to redo it. You got it. Kibble Man Sam. We got a strip tiller, but I don't know that much about it. I know a little bit.
I don't know that much about it either.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
That's tough for you because you're the one. Yeah, you're the one that's got to tell us.
I'm supposed to know.
Okay, well, go then. Ready, set, and mark it.
Tanks, wheels, row units. There's 16. Fertilizer goes in there. Dry fast. Take chances.
Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Yeah, we're gonna walk around to the other side where hopefully there's a little bit less wind. It is considerably more windy out here in the open field than it was in the yard behind the buildings.
Surprising, really.
Very shocking.
You wouldn't think it would be that way.
No. How should I direct the soil warrior thing? Or do we stay away from it or go directly?
No, I'm proud of it. Like, people in the comments, whenever I post stuff about this, they're like, that's just a soil warrior painted green and yellow. And for the moment, it really is.
Yes.
But the thing that makes this one different is that you have the John Deere support, parts network, all that. And then what John Deere can bring to the table here in the future should be the integration of technology. What does John Deere do best? Technology.
They farm.
So this is a complex, they farm. They paint stuff.
Sensitive subject, sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up.
No, you can't talk about plows and strip tilling in the same video. But there's a lot going on with this machine. So having the technology to integrate it all, I don't think anybody can do that better than John Deere. So
I guess we'll address it like that then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we okay?
Yeah, we're solid.
Sorry, I got a little fired up.
All right, so we addressed the soil warrior thing.
Yes.
Which this is.
But it's not.
But it's not.
It's a John Deere ST16.
That's right.
It says right there on the other side.
How wide is this one?
16 rows, 30 inches, 40 feet.
40 feet. Okay,
yeah.
I was guessing 30, but I was off.
And you can get it in a 22-inch row or a 20, and then be an 18 on the 40-foot bar, 18 row.
And can you get 30 or 20 25-foot widths?
Yeah, there's a 12 row and 8 row. I think the 8 row is the smallest.
Okay. That'd be a little guy.
Yeah. Well,
Is it all in the same main frame?
Yeah, the cart frame is the same.
We're not putting fertilizer down today. They've already got P&K on this field.
We're just gonna run strips. We're just out, a couple dudes out stripping in December.
Correct. So for this demonstration, we're gonna be using a John Deere tractor to pull this thing.
2. We don't want to float. We want in down. 4.
You always
4 is the air compressor.
talk to yourself this much?
I got it's a lot to remember. I got to talk myself through it. I'm stupid and old. So, you know what it's like, Zach. You get old and you start getting weirder because your brain stops working as good.
I disagree. At least on the weirder part. Your brain stops working as good.
Oh,
but it's not weird. You were pretty messed up to begin with.
Are they going down the middle?
Yep. Yep, they are. Right in between the rows.
That's lovely, isn't it?
It is. So we are following the AutoPath line now. This is the edge of the field here. We've shifted over 15 inches and it's laying the strips right between the old corn rows.
With the help of the passive-aggressive guidance system.
The passive-aggressive guidance system.
Implement guidance.
Implement guidance. So the implement guidance system is, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the communication between the tractor and the receiver on the unit.
Yeah, there's a GPS receiver on the back of the strip till bar, and in passive implement guidance, the implement steers the tractor. So the implement wants to be in the middle of the road, it'll move the tractor to pull it straight.
So the tractor may be off center.
Correct.
Because it's trying to keep the implement where it needs to be.
Yes.
What are the gauges on the boxes up front?
Those are scales.
Oh, for the fertilizer tanks?
Yes.
So those will actually give you an idea how much fertilizer you have left?
Yeah, because each tank has a scale, so what you want to make sure is when you're looking at your rate controller,
Hurry up, this is not riveting YouTube.
Need some weight music. So when you're looking at your rate controller, you want this number in here, which we don't have fertilizer in there, but we want this number to match the number on the scale. That's how you know you've got the right, product density, the flow calibration. Those numbers should be pretty dang close.
On my strip tiller, it does not have a scale. I've never had one with a scale. You just have to look through the poly and judge how much is left.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday. Do we go look?
Let's go take a gander.
So the idea here is the same as what we've done with our strip tiller, where they will hope to come back in the spring and plant right into these strips. Now we're working corn stalks here, which we've never done with ours that we have, but we could.
Like the wheel tracks are actually
How's it look to you?
better than...
It's getting there.
It's getting there?
The wheel track can get up the pressure, I think, a little bit.
Well, these are the wheel tracks.
Yep.
And then these are the non. This is a non-wheel track. I think this strip, just based on trash, looks better.
So, because you're running more pressure right behind the wheel tracks, right?
Right. So there's 3 here that run on a different air pressure, down pressure.
Yep. So we're gonna crank up the pressure a little bit here, get more pressure on the frame, try and get these to run a little bit deeper. They're only about 4 inches right now. They want to see about 5.5 inches of depth. Look, there's an Instagrammer.
I don't have a fancy camera, just a phone.
Yeah, well, I have a phone too. Did you turn the pressure up?
Thanks for reminding me.
So to turn the pressure up, you just got little dials in here. There's different, the gauges on the right are for the row cleaners. Gauges on the left are for row unit down pressure. And there's 2 of them because one is
up force, and I couldn't actually...
On the row cleaners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't actually know what that is.
I understand.
I just adjusted a little bit. Good enough.
We are cruising along at 9.5 miles per hour right now.
You want to go faster?
Yeah, I can't sit here in putts at 9 miles an hour. This tractor.
Watch this.
It's as simple as that. So the guys whose farm we're on here said that they were laying down fertilizer with this thing 40 feet wide at 10 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And you said it's capable of, you said 300 pounds per row unit?
300 pounds per meter. So you
Per
can do
meter.
600 total.
600 pounds, you could put that down
600
per
pounds
acre.
per acre. Which
of
we
product.
did. We did that during a demo this year with this strip till bar. We had to go about 5 miles an hour to do it, but it did it.
So you have to slow down to push that amount of product through.
Yeah.
Because 600 pounds per acre, for those who don't know, is insanity.
It's a bit.
It's a bit, yeah.
We had to refill the tanks like 3 times in the field of 80 acres.
Oh, you did 80 acres like that?
Yeah.
I was assuming you did like a pass.
No, it wasn't a test. It was.
That's what he really wanted to apply? Oh. Those guys gave us the thumbs up, so.
We were gonna stop and check, and we just got the thumbs up. So it's Bachman Turner overdrive.
We're good. Ride. I gotta get out and watch this thing from the outside. The strips look a lot different in the corn stalks than they do in the bean stubble, but what we run at home is a completely different unit as well. There's more moisture down there than I thought there was. I wish I'd have had the camera on 5 seconds earlier. Sam just totally punted that tile riser. Travis is not mad, he's just really disappointed.
You see, I even tried to miss it. I'm just not a good operator.
Yeah, I can see. Well, you really moved over on that.
I was like,
stuff work, man.
I was like, I'm gonna miss this tile inlet, and then I was like, oh, I'm not gonna miss that.
No,
tile.
you punted it pretty good. Well, Sam is clearly not an adequate operator of this thing, so I'll run it now. I got it from here. Yeah, I probably could, but then that wouldn't stick to other things, so I'm limited on the metal in this cab to put my camera on. Okay.
All right.
What do I need to know? Are you just fiddling with your technology now?
Are you recording this?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
I guess we'll just wait for you, Sam. You go ahead and get your drone up.
Take your time. Hopefully I'm a better drone operator than a miss the tile inlet operator.
You mean because you didn't miss it?
Because I didn't miss it.
Yeah, you drove straight into it. You're in the air?
I'm in the air.
We'll go out front here so I can get a shot of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Yeah, we got to get the drone on my camera too. Oh, you're over there. Oh, there, I see you. That's crazy. It's like a helicopter, but you're not in it. You're right here.
It's like a helicopter, but different and smaller and cuter.
Will it land on the hood, or will it not let you do that?
Will it land on the... It could. Am I a good enough operator to do that?
Probably
I
not.
don't want to scratch it. We got to sell this thing someday.
All right, well, we'll get back to farming then.
I should have been recording that.
Sam, I need operator help.
I'm busy. You figure it out.
Will it go with this thing in the ground?
Yeah, you better get her full throttle. We're only in 5th gear, so it'll go. It's a John Deere.
There we go. Were you using like F1, F2?
No.
No, you're just going.
I was just.
You're just power shifting.
I like to tap the stick. Makes me feel like a man. I like to fiddle with the stick.
You stay over in that seat. Oh no. Am I gonna miss it?
I think that one's on the other side.
I think so too. I think you're right.
It'd be fun to watch.
I know.
You gotta get going a little faster if you're gonna hit time.
Well, I think it's... Come on.
Hold.
Look at that. See what I did? All right.
Nothing, actually.
What are my main things I'm watching here, Sam? Like if I'm not putting fertilizer down, so really I'm just treating it like any tillage implement, right?
Basically like a tillage implement. Yeah, all you're doing is, I mean, you want to watch and make sure your row units aren't going to plug up. You want to make sure the strips look good, that they're following in the middle of the row. But yeah, other than that, at the moment.
But as long as it's following the line and my air pressure's good and it's staying in the ground,
yep,
there's not a whole lot more to it right now.
Yeah, you can fly your drone, make YouTube videos.
So there is a blockage monitor.
Yes.
I don't know how it works, but if one row plugs up, this thing will tell you which row, I'm guessing?
It'll beep and it'll tell you which row. It'll give you the number of the row that's plugged.
Okay. So it's got that. The sensors are right down at the last bend before the fertilizer would fall down with the coulter.
Yeah, and it's they wire into, there's like a wireless module on the back of a tank that connects to this thing, so it's kind of wireless, I guess.
Okay. If we were putting down P and K, I imagine that's all controlled on the...
That's all done through the rate controller. It's got a rate controller 2000 on it.
Is the other Sam still watching us?
Someone's watching us. He's still RDA'd in.
Oh, he's still there.
Like a creep.
Yeah, that is creepy, Sam. Other Sam.
Other Sam.
This is kind of fun. Stripping.
Just a couple dudes stripping into set. Oh, there's my drone.
And filming the whole thing.
Stripping and filming.
Look at this guy working his magic to get us a good thumbnail.
I'm doing my best.
You can do it.
It's like a bug.
It is like a giant bug staring at you.
Oh, clutch.
We've seen the machine run now. We've kind of seen what it does, got some pictures, got some videos. I want to hear a little bit more of the technicalities from Sam, the technical man here.
From the windiest spot in the field.
From the windiest spot in the field. So I'm told you can get these on either coulters or shanks. Have you sold enough to know yet, like how many people choose either option, or?
We've mostly been selling coulter units. Now we have sold a few that we sold with coulters and then sold them a set of shanks with them.
So they can switch them themselves?
So they can switch them themselves.
Is that a big job?
Well, it's these 3 bolts on each side.
Yep.
And then.
So it still has the front coulter if you leave that on. Like it'll still have
this lead coulter.
Okay.
And then your shank will mount, 3 bolts. It'll just mount right behind here.
Okay.
And then you got to adjust your fertilizer delivery.
I suppose, yeah. So here's the sensor for the fertilizer delivery. Well, that's a big. There's a lot of air pressure relief there compared to what the holes that are on the unit here that I've got. Yeah.
It'll slow her down a little bit.
It stood out to me. Airbags instead of springs?
Well, yeah, there's more control with an airbag.
More adjustability. Sure.
You've got more down pressure potential with an airbag, especially a dual airbag like this row unit. So I've seen it where we've run in dry fields, like really dry, hard fields on the headlands, where we'll put enough pressure on the row units that the cart wheels will push off the ground.
So it'll actually lift the cart up and leave the row units in the ground.
Yeah.
It's got enough pressure to do that.
Yeah.
What else? What do they say, 10 ton? 2 5-ton bins?
2 5-ton bins, yep, total weight. I think they're 130 bushel, right?
I couldn't tell you, not off the top of my head.
These wheels don't really do any tillage. They're just like a blocker to keep these from throwing dirt outside of.
They keep the strip where the strip's supposed to be.
Keep your dirt in the strip.
Is there adjustment to those?
No.
So your strip is the strip.
You can move them forward or backward a little bit.
Okay.
Height-wise, this is where they're at. But we can slide this assembly and bolt it up further. We can slide it here, I think it's like 3 inches.
Yep. Are there different options for Leveling, I know this one's got the baskets on the back, but is there different options? Can you run without the baskets?
You can pin them up, so you can flip these up and pin them up here. So you can run without, but we have two different options. This is the round bar basket, it's a flat bar. There's also a berm builder, which is an adjustable flat bar where you can get it, you know, more of a berm. I don't know if I have a strong opinion on either. A lot of guys like more of a berm, and probably we sell more of the flat bar berm builder baskets, but in the end it all kind of ends up the same. This firms more, so if you stand on your strip, right, you don't sink down as much. If you stand on a berm, you sink down about the same as this one does. So I don't know, we'll see in the spring, we'll compare the two. But
how does it do that? Is it actually concave shape, the bars?
yeah, it's got a built-in concave, and then you can put bars in it to change the height. You can bolt bars in it and it changes the height of the berm.
So it just allows the strip to be more raised.
Yep.
Okay, interesting. What kind of a condition do you guys want to pin these up in? And,
I would think,
why?
I mean, if you want more clods, I guess you could, you want the dirt to be cloddier, so when it winters down, it's not as fine. Or if there's mud, too much mud, but I haven't had a problem with these plugging up, if that was an issue, which it could be. It could happen.
But you haven't seen it?
We haven't had it this year or last year, no. Last year was really dry. This year it was not super wet.
Yeah. The pin is obviously pretty simple here. You pull that pin. Yep, you can tell I got too technical for you. There he goes, let's see it.
Watch how strong I am.
Oh wow, look at you go. Man, he did that without gloves even.
Living on the edge.
Yeah.
So the other thing this does have is the meters and any of the primary tubing is stainless.
I was going to ask that and forgot to.
Which is nice for fertilizer, obviously, because it's very corrosive.
Yes.
So it does have two stainless meters on it. And as far as product delivery goes, one of the downfalls of the 1910 with the 2510S is we had such a long run of primary fertilizer delivery.
Yes.
To get to the bar, and this one's, out the back of this meter, it's only going about 6 feet in some of it.
Right, right. So all stainless, obviously hydraulic driven.
Yep.
Compressor and fan are in the front, which is different than my 1910 where I think they're both in the back. I don't have a compressor. The fan's in the back.
Right. I'd say the only thing that I think is tough is it's hard to see your middle row units, so you can put cameras on here. Okay. I would recommend that most people put cameras on so you can watch all your row units as they're working.
You can see those center ones then.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're going to order one of these, you're going to want to order with lights and cameras.
Lights and cameras. Lights that actually shine out on the actual toolbar?
Yeah, was there another kind?
Oh, probably not.
Underglow.
Underglow, yeah, like red accent lights.
Yeah, like you put under your dashboard in your high school pickup.
I did do that. I had red lights under the dash.
We all did.
Switch, yeah.
It was cool.
It was cool.
This is a standard feature, a ladder.
That comes with every one of them?
Yep.
I'm gonna go up it. Can I go on it? Can you walk on it?
I don't know, how many pancakes did you have this morning?
I had no pancakes this morning. There we go. There we go. Huh. Look at that! I figured it out on my own.
That's
Double tanks. There's the other GPS unit. Sam, I've been trying to figure out a way to make fun of you for wearing a vest, but nothing's come naturally.
Yeah, I mean my arms are freezing, literally freezing.
They should be.
That's what I'm great. It's like a coat without the sleeves, so I have all this room to
like
move
if you're
my
brake
arms.
checking cows.
I don't do anything with livestock,
but you could with that vest.
It's a perfect vest for it. So we were using passive guidance where the implement steers the tractor.
Yes.
You can order it with active implement guidance where there's a cylinder that goes here that would steer this tongue back and forth. Gotcha.
So in that case then the tractor controls the implement?
Yeah. The implement controls the implement and the tractor controls the tractor.
They're separated in that case.
Yes.
Okay, thanks Sam.
Well, see you later. I'm going to turn you into a vest guy.
Hey, did you hear the quick story, the vest I did get?
You got oil all over it?
Yeah, you heard that?
I think I did. Something
Yeah.
like that.
I only wore it because it was free and Becky hated it. And on day one, it got completely drenched in hydraulic oil.
What if I get you another free vest?
I doubt it. Because when I sent a picture and told her my vest was ruined, and her response was, thank God. See ya. Well, that was kind of fun. I would honestly sit down here and run that thing all day if I could, but I can't. And Sam's got to go visit Santa, so he's got to get out of here. Now that is a really cool old barn right there. You don't see many of those standing like that anymore. Got to thank Bud and Travis and Taylor for letting me and Sam come out here and horse around on their fields today and check that thing out. So I know Deere came out with that thing, I think it was 1 year ago. And I hadn't actually seen one in person yet. Definitely hadn't seen one work. So it's cool to see. I don't have one on order yet, but I would be definitely interested in trying one out. Yeah. You know, like with our old strip tiller, it was a fertilizer delivery issue. It was not the issue with actually running the strips in the field. The fertilizer delivery was the part that made me pull my hair out. And I think, from what I'm hearing, this is a much more proven machine. They've had really good luck with it, and you can drive, I mean, you can drive 10 miles an hour putting on a normal rate at 40 feet wide. Wow. I mean, what a difference that would make in our tillage system to run something like that. And I believe to the soil. There are both advantages and disadvantages to tilling and not tilling. And I really feel like strip tilling, there's a lot of the advantages there of tilling without having to do a full till. So you're still, I don't need to get too technical with you, but you're still leaving a lot of the soil structure intact, yet you can get a strip that will dry out more in the spring. You can get some fertilizer underground. You can variable rate that fertilizer in a band below the soil. There's so many advantages to it.